Hello everybody, welcome to KnightBlox, a YouTube channel for people who want to learn scripting inside of Roblox. Whether you are a beginner or someone who has some experience but needs help improving on their scripting abilities. If you want to learn scripting, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more regular uploads like this one. So, the application you'll need is of course Roblox Studio. If you don't have Roblox Studio on your computer, make sure to go ahead and download it. I'll have a download link in the description below. If you have, that's great. So if you have Roblox Studio, let's get started with the tutorial. So in this video, I will be going over the basics of how to use Studio. I won't be going to scripting today. That'll be next video. So the first thing to get used to are the controls. So the way you move around the grid using the W, A, S, and D keys, let you move left, right, up, and down. That's simple. In order to rotate the camera around, like I'm doing, is to hold down the right mouse button and just move your mouse around, and I'll rotate the camera for you. So there's other controls as well. There's the E key and the Q key. The E key kind of moves away from the base plate, and the Q key moves towards the base plate. So those are just the controls, for your information. Alright, so the next thing that you want to know is the Explorer window and the Properties window. The Explorer window lets you find objects inside of Roblox. The Properties window lets you change its characteristics, etc. If you don't have Explorer or Properties open, make sure to click on View, and there you go, Explorer and Properties window. Just click on them, and they should display it for you. So what we will be doing right now is inserting a part, and what we'll be doing with this part is changing its properties. So we can change all kinds of properties. In appearance, we can change its brick color, its material. So its material, its reflectancy, and its transparency. We can also change its name. We can change its name from part to hello. So as you saw, the part has been changed to hello. So now its name is hello. Now we can change it to hi. Now its name is hi. You know what I mean. So yeah, that's what its name is. Orientation property is its rotation and its angle. So I can rotate the part around, and you can see the orientation value changes in this window. Position is its physical location. So as you see, when I'm moving the part, the position values change. Alright, so we also have a few other important properties. This property called anchored. When anchored property is checked, the part will remain stagnant. It won't be affected by gravity. Let me just demonstrate to you what it does. So to give you a visual perspective, so as you see here, the part is staggered, or maybe not staggered, fixed in its own position. It's not affected by gravity. However, if I uncheck anchored, the part falls down like that. Can collide is another property. Can collide allows parts to physically interact with each other. So usually for most of the time when the part's on the base plate, it physically interacts with the base plate. However, if I uncheck can collide, so maybe I should do this instead. If I uncheck can collide, here the part just, oh wait, no, I didn't uncheck can collide. If I uncheck Can't Collide, you'll see the part falls down through the world like that. And the final property is size. It's basically just its physical size, so you should all know what it is. So yeah, those are the important properties that you absolutely have to know for the basics. We'll go into more of these properties in a later video, but just for the sake of keeping this video beginner friendly, those are the properties we're just going to pay attention to for the time being. Alright, so now I'm going to show you what the ribbon window is all about. So the ribbon window is basically the upper window, which displays a lot of extra icons. So now you see the ribbon window, and now you don't. So that's basically what it is. It just displays a lot of icons. So we have many different tabs here. The Home tab displays a lot of the different icons. This is what you'll be using for most of the time. So you got the Move tools and the Insert tools, all that kind of stuff. But now I'm going to show you some of the other windows. Model window focuses on the model and changing it up. So it just focuses on the model. So the first 5 icons we have here. The first one is the Select tool, Select icon. The Select icon is just for selecting objects. So the way you know an icon is selected is if there's this gray background. So select is selected. So the way you know a part is selected is if there are blue borders that surround the part, and you'll also see that the part is highlighted in blue. So now the part isn't selected. The Move window is another thing to get used to, or the Move tool I mean. The Move tool is how you can basically just move the part. And what it also does, since it's moving, it changes its position as well. So those two correlate with each other. So if you don't know, the red arrows point in the x-axis, the green arrows point up in the y-axis, and the blue arrows point in the z-axis. FYI, we also have scale, which scales the part. You can either make it larger or smaller, like so. We have rotate, which what it does is rotate the part and change its orientation, because that's basically what orientation is, just the rotation of the part. So that's how I can rotate it. Another icon is collisions. So it doesn't relate to Can Collide. It's mostly when you are not running the game and have both parts. So as you see, collisions is selected. The way you know it's selected, collisions is active because of the fact that the part doesn't move inside of the other part. Roblox detects that it collided with it, so doesn't let it go inside. However, if I uncheck that icon, as you see, it will move right through that part. Snap to Grid is another useful feature. If you don't know what Snap to Grid does, it's a feature that allows you to basically snap parts, not snap literally, but it allows the part to snap a certain amount of steps or studs when moving. So it snaps or moves one stud every time I try to move it. And if I change it, so yeah, this is basically what snap to grid does, and the same thing for rotate. You can check it out if you want. I'm not going to waste time showing that to you. You should know what it is by now. And you also have other controls as well. As you see, Roblox provides you other different types of parts. So you can add a sphere, a wedge, and a cylinder. Those are just the basic parts, shapes that you get with Studio, along with these other icons. In fact, these are properties that you can change. These are actually properties that you can change inside of this window. When you change the properties in the ribbon window, it will set it to the default window. So when you add a part with different properties and a different color, it will spawn with that color and with those properties. Just so you know. We also have a test window, which allows you to test your game. You can either run the game without your player character, so all it does is just run the game. You can pause your game, which pauses everything, or resume, or just stop the game. You can also play the game, which summons your player character, like so. See, that's what play does. The view window is probably one of your best friends because it displays a lot of the windows that you might want to use, especially Explore window and Properties, along with other windows that are not displayed at the moment. So yeah. And plugins is basically just the mods that you can add inside of Roblox. I'm not going to go into too much detail to make this video beginner friendly. So yeah, I think that's about it. And oh yeah, in order to save your project, all you need to do is just click on File, Save to File As, and just name it whatever you want. I'm going to name mine Tutorial YT, and it will save to your Roblox file or wherever you want to save it. So yeah, this is the end of the video, and oh yeah, I'm gonna post another video about Roblox Studio on scripting. So my next video is going to be going into scripting and the basics of programming inside of Roblox. So stay tuned for that. Make sure also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want to learn Roblox. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye!